What's the real story with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill? We're going to answer that question in this video, and I got to say, WWE fans, they're debating about it. If we're going to talk about Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, well, I feel like you need a little bit of backstory. Bianca Belair, she got in the game earlier than Jade Cargill in 2016. That's when her in-ring debut, that's her NXT run, when she rose up the ranks in NXT, showcasing her athleticism and charisma, really got started. It wasn't until 2020 that she made her main roster debut and has since become a top star, winning multiple championships and even headlining a WrestleMania. Jade Cargill, well, she started her AEW journey, her wrestling journey, in 2020. She made a powerful debut by being aligned with Shaq, going up against Red Velvet and Cody Rhodes on an episode of Dynamite, and she quickly established herself as a dominant force. While in AEW, she was a TBS champion and held the title for a record-breaking 508 days and maintained an undefeated streak for a significant amount of time. Fast forward, Jade Cargill signs with WWE in late 2023. Jade Cargill makes her main roster debut in January of 2024 and aligned herself with Bianca Belair. They then formed the tag team and quickly became a dominant force in the women's tag team division. Ultimately, Belair and Cargill won the women's tag team titles twice, and they showcased their strength and teamwork throughout it. And they also got a lot of popularity among fans who have admired their athleticism and presence. Now, WrestleMania 40 was a showcase because Belair and Jade Cargill teamed with Naomi to go over Damage Control in a 6-woman tag team match. It was a significant moment for the newly formed alliance, and it also gave something for the fans to look forward to and a little sneak peek of what they can expect. Now, their tag team title reign solidified their position as a top tag team in WWE's women's division. They successfully defended their titles against various opponents, demonstrating their dominance in the ring. And then they ultimately lost it to Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Isla Dawn is now gone. And while they have been a successful tag team, many fans speculate that Belair and Jade Cargill may eventually feud with each other, given their individual star power and potential for a very interesting rivalry. Now, I know y'all don't want me to talk about the eventual singles match, so I won't. But what we will talk about is today's video. I felt like I needed to give that backstory of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair for this reason, and this reason alone. I've seen the talk, I've seen the chatter, I've seen the debate. What has made Jade Cargill so successful in WWE? What is that one thing? Well, in my opinion, there's not a one thing that has made her relevant. There's not one thing that has made her successful. Yes, WWE has protected her very well. Yes, WWE has positioned her in a very good spot with their booking, with the way that they do all of her character work, her promos, her in-ring ability. I get all that. But I also don't think it is fair to say the only reason that Jade Cargill is over as she is because of Bianca Belair. So in that fact, no, that is not true. Bianca Belair is not the one ingredient that has made Jade Cargill successful. Is it a big component of it? Is it a big part of it? Absolutely. How could it not? Yes, WWE can protect Jade Cargill as much as they want with their booking and not beating her and having short matches and yada, yada, yada. And they can have the big old entrance for Jade Cargill. But the fact of the matter is, if you do not have Bianca Belair as a component, as part of it, Jade Cargill does not reach the success that she has done thus far in her WWE tenure. And I'll tell you why. Jade Cargill, coming from AEW, was only booked as a dominant heel monster type character. In WWE, they took a different approach. They said, we're going to make you a babyface because we want the fans to see A, another side of you, and B, it will help you in your development, because she's only been in this game for a few years now, right? It also gives her two very important key factors. Number one, she is not brought in as a single star and therefore pushed immediately to a world title, like she has been done in a tag team. That leads us to number two. By putting her with Bianca Belair, it allows her to be a champion without it coming across as her being pushed down people's throats. Therefore, her being paired with Bianca Belair has only given her a further rub. It has only given her a further rub of star power. Okay? So you have brought her in. She's no longer a heel. She is no longer a dominant force. Now she's a sympathetic babyface who has a ton of charisma. She is oozing charisma, right? And she's also being put with someone that the fans absolutely love and adore. That's a very crucial factor because if you're coming from an AEW, I understand there's a lot of fans out there that are AEW tribalism fans, there's WWE tribalism fans, and then there are those that I consider myself to be as I want to see AEW succeed, I want to see WWE succeed. I want them to have the best product possible because it only furthers pro wrestling in general. Okay? And so when she came from AEW to WWE, it was almost like they pulled an Eric Bischoff. Y'all may have heard the story, but Eric Bischoff back in the 90s, when he was launching Monday Nitro, he was like, okay, here's a legal pad. What does WWE do? What do I do? How can I be completely different from them? And then he started going down the list. And it was almost like Triple H did that with Jade Cargill. Like, okay, she's a heel. We're going to make her a babyface. All right, she's a dominant squash match type performer. We're going to put her in longer matches. All right, she was a single star. We're going to put her as a tag team star, right? Like, you just go down the list. The fact of the matter is, Bianca Belair helped Jade get over, but she wasn't the only reason that Jade Cargill got over, right? Like that would be very, very unfair to say. If you look at both of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, they have a lot of similarities and they also have a little bit of differences. Let's talk about athleticism. Both Belair and Jade Cargill are known for their incredible athleticism and strengths. They bring unique blend of power and agility to their matches. Charisma. They also have that. Both women pass a strong presence and charisma, captivating audiences with their personalities and in-ring performances. Experience. Belair has been in WWE for a longer period of time and has a much more range of experiences and high-profile matches, storylines, programs, and opponents. Jade Cargill, while newer to WWE, has quickly adapted and proven herself to be a top competitor. Now look, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have relatively been short together. Okay, it's been a short period of time that they've been together. However, they have a very impactful history together in WWE. Their tag team partnership showcasing their combined strength and talent, leading to championship success as they continue their careers. It'll be interesting to see if they remain allies, eventually becoming, perhaps rivals, right? Because they're going to eventually face off in the women's division. Do they go with the big old split, or do they do it where, okay, you know what, Jade? You know what, Bianca? You go your way, I'm going to go my way. I got your back if you need me. I'm here for you, but I'm not going to come after you. I'm not going to turn on you. I'm not going to betray you. We're going to stay good friends. Like, I can see that happening because I think most people, including myself, would anticipate Jade Cargill turning heel and attacking Bianca Belair. I just can't see Bianca turning heel. But, hey, stranger things have happened in pro wrestling.